Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Trucking with Trucker D. I'm Trucker D, and we're back at it again. So today we got a little bit to talk about. You know, we give a little bit of an update. I know it's been about 2 weeks since I did the video, and you know, it's been up and down lately, man. And we're gonna talk about all of that today. We're gonna do a little update on XPO / RXO on the Detention, and we're just going to talk about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We're doing a little short hopper down to Lima, and unfortunately deadheading back home if we can't find nothing else. We downloaded the DAT load board. We're going to talk about that, and yeah, we're just going to talk about what the quantity of loads and everything else. Right now, we're sitting out here in the Silverado, waiting for the truck to warm up, sitting right there. And yeah, it's cold out. It snowed real good here in Michigan on Wednesday, and you know, the rates for loads pretty much dropped in half overnight this week. So yeah, we got some discussing to do. We're gonna talk about it as we drive down here to Wolf Lake. We gotta pick up I guess it's a commodity of paint going down to PBG down there in Lima, Ohio. Supposed to have another load coming out of Circleville, coming back up to Weberville, but I filled out the carrier packet for this load for the broker I found on Truck Smarter last night, and after I got that finished, they never sent over the rate con. So plus we didn't know what the times were going to be on it either. They said the appointments weren't scheduled yet, but it was for Aldi out in Weberville. So usually those loads are a little bit later in the afternoon to pick up, because Aldi's delivery time is early morning Saturday, or early morning from 9 p.m. to 4 in the morning. So yeah. But the guy I talked to didn't really sound like he knew what he was talking about when he was talking about Aldi, so who knows? We'll figure that out later on today. I'd rather just find something close to Lima coming back. I mean, once we get down there, we'll probably pull up the DAT load board and see what we can find. Fuel prices are back up. All up until this week, I've been paying under $3 a gallon. Or not under, but under $4 a gallon. And we're almost back up to 5 again with discounts. So we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna let this truck warm up and start moving our stuff from the pickup truck over to the big truck, and hope we can get out of this yard. When I came back on Wednesday, it had already started snowing in this yard. I ended up having to circle around the yard about 4 or 5 times to flatten out the ground so I could actually back the truck into the spot without it getting stuck. I had to hook up the Silverado to the semi truck to kind of jerk it loose a little bit, because it was it didn't want to go forward, and it didn't want to go backward. So I'm hoping once I pull the semi out, put the Silverado in its spot, we should be good. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this day going, and we'll see you once we get on down the road. Alright, y'all. Talk to you in a bit. Later. Alright, y'all. So we got stuck a little bit pulling out of our spot there in the here in the yard. Now we're getting ready to head on out of here. See how well we can do. I got the interlock axle on, so we should be good. I pulled into a little bit of a spot that had been plowed off already, so I could get out and put the Silverado back in my my truck spot. Yeah, they didn't plow too well around this area. And this yard is so bumpy, it makes my coffee bounce out of its out of the cup. Feels like my drives are sliding a little bit as I make this turn. purchased my spot here at the yard, I was informed by the guy who owns this yard that they maintain it in the wintertime and keep it graded and all this and that. But there's nothing but craters in this yard. It's a complete ice rink. And it really sucks in the wintertime and after it rains. I really hope nobody's coming because I do not want to stop right here. As you can see, everything is a complete ice rink. My coffee should be ready to go. Yep, perfect, just the way I like it. Not too hot, not too cold. Right up here, right logistics. I seen that guy on 75 last night when I was driving home from the yard. I came up here last night and let the truck run for a little bit. I disengaged the interlocks because I'm going. I'm not stopping. I got plenty of room to keep going. Get on some pavement here. Gonna head right in this turning lane. That's clear. I'm gonna make a left turn at the light up here because we can't go straight. Even though going straight would be more beneficial than making this left turn, but trucks aren't allowed on this road ahead of us. Look at that white Dodge right there. From my buddy Chris. Let's get on down the road here. See if I can get around this white van. And we're A1. You don't need to back up there, buddy. I got it. Alrighty. Heading on down the road. Got out of the yard. I was like, what the hell is that white Dodge doing? I feel bad for anybody that's behind me unless their windshield wipers or windshield washer fluid ain't working because I am blowing a bunch of snow off the top of the trailer right now. Bring it out there, buddy. I see flashing lights up here towards the railroad tracks. I don't know what this is up here. Hopefully they ain't blocking the tracks. Oh, it's a tow truck. What he's doing. There's people coming at us. Can't wait till I get my PM done on Monday. I need to change this fuel filter. It's doing this little sputter thing that it does from time to time when the fuel filter starts getting a little bit too clogged. But we are on our way to Walled Lake. Hear that? That sputter? I mean, it will go away once it starts warming up. But once I get that fuel filter changed, we should not have no issues. Now, I really cannot wait to find a spot to park where I can plug the truck in, or maybe I just need to start taking the truck back home. I don't know. People behind me are getting a complete blanket of snow thrown on them. Alright, y'all. Let's get over here to Walled Lake and talk about a couple things. Alright. See you over there. What's happening, y'all? So we're over here in Walled Lake. We've been in the dock for a little bit. I pulled up the laptop to check on loads coming out of Lima today. It's not looking promising. You know, there's that one coming out of Circleville that I was talking about this morning, but I filled out a carrier packet with Alley Logistics and they never got back to me after that or sent me a rate confirmation. So looks like we're just going down to Lima and deadheading back. I did, however, get on the DOT or DAT load board that I purchased yesterday, which I'm not too happy about having to do that, but it gives me more load options, and I don't really like jumping from carrier to carrier or from broker to broker, but loads are starting to be less and less as we get closer to the end of January. I did go on there just now while I was looking at loads, and I posted the truck, and I'm going to post the truck to a few new more load boards before I pop out of here. But yeah, yesterday I was on Truck Smarter for the longest time, and it doesn't seem like a lot of brokers are posting to Truck Smarter this week, or even next week rather. I'm not starting my week till Tuesday, which is making things even harder for me because I have a doctor's appointment, and I got to get the PM done on this truck. But yeah, I figured I'd check out DAT. I'm probably not going to keep it for that long, maybe a month or two, or until loads start picking back up. It's another expense I really didn't need right now. But if it makes me money, then it makes sense. So we'll see how that goes. I just hate filling up carrier packet after carrier packet. I got a lot of the brokers from when I first started that I already am signed up with, so I should be able to find a lot of those brokers on there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get loaded up here and head down to Lima and hope things start getting better for loads as today goes on. The good ones are popping up and then dropping off real fast. They're getting either booked up, or the brokers are teasing us and putting them on there and then taking them right off. The rates pretty much cut in half. In the beginning of this week, I went out to Wisconsin and came back from Wisconsin. Each load, one was for $1,100 going out, $1,200 coming back. And then the snowstorm hit, and I found another load for Thursday that I was going to take right back out that way. But I couldn't get them to come up more than $650. And it's, for the math, the mileage, it was less than $2 a mile. A lot of the loads on the boards lately are less than $2 a mile. So we're definitely getting more loads out there, or more trucks out there than there are loads. So the supply and demand, it works, but it's making things hard. This administration we have has screwed up the economy so bad that we don't know what to expect or what to do. And the wife and I went and bought maybe a week or two worth of food, and it cost us $310 at Kroger the other night. So yeah, prices are going up and everywhere, and rates are going down. Fuel's going back up again. I got to go get fuel today, and I did sign up with the RXO fuel card, which is about the only good thing they have going for them lately. They offer discounts at Speedway, so I've been getting fuel at Speedway lately, and it's been helping me save money. I mean, right now the cheapest for fuel is at Speedway for $4.34 with the RXO fuel card. I usually use Fleet Smarts, but their discounts they were last few months, they almost close to $1 off a gallon, and now they're barely hitting 30 cents off a gallon. So yeah, we're shopping around for fuel again. I actually used Mudflat for the first time in a long time the other day going out to Wisconsin. So fuel's up, rates are down, and it was unexpected. We were running good all month long, all month last month. Everything was going smooth, and then bam, right downhill again. So I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna let them get us loaded up here, and then we're gonna head out of here and head down to Lima and get there before Our appointment time, I hope, because right now it says 12:06 arrival, and they're still loading us. You know, I'd like a little bit of wiggle room, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, I don't know. They should be done here soon. Looks like there was just one guy working in the shipping area. So, yeah. But we'll get on down the road here as soon as they're done, and we'll holler at y'all once we get down to Lima. Or maybe before. Who knows? We'll find out. Alright, y'all. Talk to you a bit later. Alright, y'all. So I guess we're going to jump on here real quick as we pull out of, what's this place called? Dido's? Yeah, Dida's or Dido's. I've been here once before as I was, when I was over here with Holland. Now, it's a small little area, but that's not what we're talking about right at the moment. So yesterday, with Alley Logistics, and I'm calling out brokers from here on out because I think they're starting to really get over on us, you know, when it comes to stuff. I think these brokers are canceling loads and changing things up because they're finding people that will carry or move their loads for cheaper than other carriers. So I booked a load yesterday with Alley Logistics, but I had to fill out the carrier packet first. Well, I just got an email as I was getting back in the truck from the guy I booked the load with yesterday. And the email says, this load has been booked. Look forward to doing work with you in the future. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, yeah, it was booked by me. You were supposed to send me the rate confirmation over as soon as I filled out the carrier packet. Well, I filled out the carrier packet and received nothing. Emailed them, said it was done, being filled out. And I am never getting out of this place. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. All the way till this morning when I got that email from him saying that the load had been booked already. So I sent him an email back saying, yeah, it was booked already by me. You were supposed to send me the rate confirmation after I was done with the carrier packet. So, we'll see what they say to that email. And then last night, I was watching the Red Wing game. Come on, people, go. I got an email for a load offer on January 31st, Tuesday next week. Picking up in St. Clair Shores, or picking up in St. Clair, Michigan, going to Chicago, Illinois. The load was 40,600 and some odd pounds. And they were offering $500 for it. I sent them out and go for a bid for $1,200 on it. They come back, they're like, oh, all we can do is $500. I'm like, yeah, you can go ahead and keep that load. I was kind of rude back to her this time. I'm like, what do you guys want me to do? Haul the load for free? And fuel, like I said, it's almost back up to $5 a gallon with discounts. And not to mention, you're dealing with toll roads over there in Illinois. So by the time you use all that fuel pulling a heavier load, and you pay your tolls, what are you left with? Maybe $100? Like I said, y'all, definitely more carriers and loads out there because the rates are down, down, and down. They were having normal status to my opinion. The rates were. But now I just don't know. It's going to be interesting these next couple months, and it's going to be interesting as soon as this light turns green. Because the sleighing up here ends. It's been so long since I've been out this way that I forgot how these roads work. But we're going to keep it moving. I'll have to take some coffee with the light change. Now we might have an easy time getting over so we can do this intersection. I'll turn my blinker on that nobody pays attention to. You know, I can't count the number of times I've turned my blinker on to get over into another lane, and as soon as I get a clear lane, the person that was behind me decides, well, that truck didn't need to get over. I'm just going to go ahead and get over and go flying around him, even though he's been waiting for the last 20 minutes to get over. So yeah, that's what these idiots out here have been doing lately. Between that and not wanting to get on the highway when you slow down long, you know, that's always been my biggest pet peeve with that. And it's been a long time since I've been out this way. I mean, I'm just trucking just in general. One of these little neighborhoods, I think it was right here in Woods Court, or maybe, yeah, it was Woods Court. I actually used to live in my buddy's grandma's basement with my girlfriend on and off, way back in the day. Yeah, those were good times though. Those were fun times. Those were back when you could kind of live a normal life and not have to worry about eating or running out of money. Simpler times, I guess you could say. There's so much difference than copper mugs. That's always been there. Oh, Bazanzo's. So there's where that place is. I see billboards for it all the time. It's another dispensary. You know, when Walled Lake started allowing dispensaries to come up in this area, I was really surprised. Walled Lake is kind of like a higher class area in the Oakland County area, I guess you could say. You know, Commerce, West Bloomfield, Walled Lake, even Novi. They're more of an upper class area. So when they started allowing dispensaries to come up out this way, I was very shocked. But that's enough of me rambling. We're going to come up here and make a right turn on the M5 and start heading down to Lima. We're going to drop this load off and get fuel, and we'll maybe give it an hour to find another, see if we can find something coming back. We got the truck posted, so hopefully somebody will give us a call. If not, well, we'll just head back home and ride out the weekend and see what Tuesday holds in store in next week. I'd like to head south, but I don't know. But I did say I was going to stop rambling, and here I am still rambling, and yeah. We'll see y'all when we get down to Lima, yo. Later. What's happening, y'all? We're heading out of here from PPG. We just got done getting unloaded. Well, we've been unloaded for a little bit now. Just been sitting here looking at the load board, seeing if I can try to find anything to go back home. You know, things would have been a lot easier if I didn't have to play it around Monday. So, but it is what it is. We're going to just head on home and enjoy our weekend. We should be home around 5. I do got to stop and get some fuel. I got to let this truck back its trailer in. They're actually using full size. To check this out, I'm just going to even flip this way. Anyways. There we go. They're using full size tractor trailer day cabs as their switchers. And they got 2 of them running around here. man, I tell ya. The loads aren't actually looking too bad for next week on Tuesday. They're looking pretty thin when it came down to it. But I was looking at them just a little bit ago before I decided to take off. And loads for next week don't look too bad. So we'll see how that goes. Probably start trying to find something on Monday on our day off. Right here. GPS wants me to go right. I'm gonna go left by the sign that says 275. Now I'm gonna stop at that speedway just up to the next exit and get fuel. Justice. There we go. That's better. Got the Adobe to the right of me. I got cars to the left of me. This guy's making a left turn. I don't think anybody else is coming after him. So yeah, I was really hoping to find something. There was a couple of prospects of loads. Every time I called on a load, it was already gone. I don't know if I'm going to keep the DAT load board though. I mean, I like the statistics that it gives you, but price-wise, it's just not worth it to me. You know, I can usually run through the week with Truck Smarter. I do have it for the month now though, since I did pay for it. So maybe we'll use it for this month and we'll see how it how we like it. I don't want to sign up with a bunch of different brokers. Let's see if we really actually do need it to keep us running. I'll probably look at more loads once I get home tonight. I really don't want to spend all night long on the load board, just for the simple fact I spent all day yesterday on the load board. See, I knew there was an easier way to get over here on the road that it brought me down to begin with. Y'all don't trust your GPS 100%. Wow, that truck's old right there. And it's for sale. I bet it don't even run. Anyways. You can't really 100% trust your GPS. I do usually do recon on my destinations that I'm going to, but I didn't take the time to do it today. That's because it was such a short little hop. So XPO, which is RXO now, they are completely worthless. One of 4 loads that owed me, that thing will stop like this cheap out. This guy in. So 4 loads owed me detention for RXO. One of the loads I actually got my detention on. The other 3 still owed. One of those being from December. From the Birmingham, Alabama to Scottsville, Kentucky, the Dollar General one. I did factor all 4 loads. I was done waiting to be paid on them and waiting on the detention. Alright, let's just turn right here. I like how their turning lanes are like this. Pickup truck. Is this my exit that I was actually looking for that has the speedway on it? I think so, because I came down this one right here. Should be the speedway right over here. So anyways, RXO is just not paying their detention. So be careful, y'all, if you go out there booking RXO loads / XPO, because they're a bunch of crooks. So that's right from the highway. I want that money that I just got for that load to pay for my fuel. I thought they had truck diesel here. Alright, I gotta regroup and see where that one was that I I really thought this Speedway had truck diesel in it. I like how they just throw a metal plate on the ground to cover up a big old pothole. I just knocked that thing right off of it. Alright, y'all, I gotta regroup here. I gotta figure out which Speedway that my app is talking about. And then we'll talk more about RXO here in a little bit. Alright, y'all, talk to you in a bit. Alright, y'all. So apparently I was at the right station. They just have their truck diesel pumps set up different than any other Speedway I've ever been to. So now we're going to see if we can actually go forward here. I'm cold. It's so cold, so windy. You know, I am very impressed. I was expecting, let me try to get out of here first. We got her. Yeah, this is not really truck friendly. Now, I was expecting my fuel miles per gallon to be a lot worse than 6.8. After pulling that 40,000 pound load back from Wisconsin at the beginning of the week. But yeah, we ended up with 6.8 miles per gallon. And we got a full tank again for next week. Well, besides what we're going to use driving back to Michigan, back to the yard. Because it is absolutely windy out here. Wind kills the fuel mileage. Even though I got somewhat of an aerodynamic truck, I mean, it's not as aerodynamic as some of these newer trucks, but it is what it is. So let's get back to what we were talking about before I thought I was at the wrong Speedway. XPO Logistics. Now, as I was saying, I did 4 loads for them that all owed me detention. Now, the one out of Birmingham to Scottsville, Kentucky, I keep calling and calling on that load. And every single time they make up an excuse, or they're like, oh, we'll have such and such call you back, and blah, blah, blah. They're a bunch of freaking liars. They're just trying not to pay their detention, making up every excuse in the book to not pay it. And it's not like they're denying the fact that they owe me detention. Oh, Dollar General is just, Dollar General is updating their system and how they pay detention. And you can tell all their excuses are complete bullshit. But what are you gonna do? Like I said, I factored all 4 of those loads and just took the money for it. You know, I can't continue to sit around and wait for them to pay detention because they probably never will. Now, one of the Kroger loads got denied detention, and then the second Kroger load I did, well, they owe me detention on that one too, but they'll probably deny it because there is no way for them to see what time you actually arrive there, because once you wait in line like you're waiting in line for a roller coaster and get up to where you check in at, you're already an hour past your appointment. So it is what it is, I guess. I'm just going to be more careful, like I said, when I'm booking XPO loads. I hate the fact that they're not paying attention, but lately it just seems like all these brokers are, well, they're just finding excuses to not pay it, or making up excuses of why it's taking so long to pay it. I honestly think I'm going to get on and call them again at RXO as soon as I'm done with this clip right here. try it once again to see what I can do about my detention. This time I'm not going to take it so lightly. And I'm tired of waiting. It's been 2 months since I've completed that load. And still nothing. So yeah, I shouldn't have to, no driver, not even me, should have to sit there and wait that long for detention. It's absolute bullshit. But, you know, there's a lot of things that are pissing me off lately when it comes to this industry. You know, I'm not going to go into everything because I'll be here all day long. Some of you might stop following me if all I do is start bitching out here. Because I do it a lot. I'm not going to lie. I'm an angry person sometimes. Now, the wind's not too bad. I think it's more at our backs now than it was when we were coming down here. So we'll see. We got an arrival time of, well, it says 2:24 is our time. No, not that one. Got an arrival time of 5:19 back at the yard. We got fuel. So let's go ahead and get on down the road, y'all, and we'll talk to you when we get back to the yard. Alright, see you soon. What's happening, y'all? So when we last talked, we were leaving Lima, Ohio. And as you can see, we are no longer sitting in the truck. We are hanging out in my basement / office. I got a little busy on the phone. And yes, the stuffed animals behind are childhood stuffed animals that the wife and I have had growing up. So, judge us if you want. We're still kids at heart. But anyways. Yeah, I was on the phone, so I didn't do an update like I wanted to when I got back to the yard. But I came across some snow on the way back home. And now we're just sitting here chilling. Cracked open a PBR. You know, inflation's got us buying cheaper beer, but you know what? Sometimes cheaper beer tastes just as good as the good stuff. We got the Red Wing game playing. And we got my swinging Black Bear, who is turning back around. But yeah, I had to get back home and take care of a carrier packet for another broker. Unfortunately, I got a load for Sunday since I'm not working on Monday, and it's gonna have another long deadhead. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm hoping that my operating cost per mile isn't this high, or ain't that high. Isn't that high this year, which I don't think it should be. I think my maintenance is going to be down quite a bit, considering I did a lot of work for the truck last year, because hey, we paid $16,000 for our truck. It's got over 1 million miles on it. What else you expect? But yeah, we're home. It's a wrap for the day. And yeah, you want to check out the office? Yeah, there's some kid things here that, it's just stuff that we've had since we were kids, me and the wife. But there's the lamp that I was giving for Linda, or no, it wasn't given to me for anything. It was just something the wife picked me up. And I got this little fountain right here that we got at, I don't know if it's even going to work. But there we go. It's on. There it goes. Oh, and the light's working. Check it out. I know it's got water in it. There it goes. The pump's just picking up the water. I hope I'm not burning out the pump. Well, that's an ultimate fail. But yep, the light's working. There's usually water that comes down through there. Let's go ahead and probably just need to add more water to it. Maybe I should just add some beer to it. Who knows? Excuse me. But yeah, this is the Black Bear Express office. We got our label and a sign that my father-in-law gave me. And yes, we got a bunch of stuffed animals, but we got A little bit of memorabilia from the BP gas station I worked at. It's not my Camaro, but it's the Camaro I own. And then we got the first gen Camaro right there. And my grandfather's body shop that I grew up working on cars in. And of course, yes, great minds do drink alike. And I got red lights down here just like the truck. And if it gets a little bit too cold, we got the fireplace down here. So, but yeah, that's the office. You know, I guess you could say the wife and I are kind of kids at heart, like I said in the beginning. And yeah. Oh, it's been a long week. And, oh yeah, so, as far as the DAT load board goes, you know, since we talked about it earlier today, I think we might be able to use that to our advantage. It shows trucks going in versus loads coming out. And I think we might have to take a page out of Sammy Makes Sense and do a little rate chasing. Now, next week, I think I'm going to head out and just try to get to where those loads are that are coming out, but not many trucks going in. And, as always, keep trying to dodge the weather. I was looking at another load when I was leaving the yard going out to Wisconsin. And it picks up in Bad Axe, Michigan, which is up in the thumb area, which is, you know, up in this area. But it goes to West Bend, Wisconsin. It's about 500 miles. Maybe a little more. And they only want to offer $800 on it. That should be $1,500 all day long. Even at the rates that we've had lately. So, I don't know. Hopefully this plan will work. If not, we'll have to find something else. Maybe just keep running this little local stuff and try to get 2 loads a day the best we can and just stay home. You know, it's not worth running like crazy if we're not going to make the money to do it. But as always, folks, thanks as always for following this journey. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it's been a minute since the last one. And please like, share, subscribe, and hustle hard and stay humble. And with that, y'all, we will see y'all in the next video. Hopefully sooner than later.